And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, the stage is set for our final Thursday
What's
night
up,
game
everybody? Eraserhead here with another Madden 19 video.
Washington Redskins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Devin McCourty brings him down. And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
Jordan Reed is one of the best route-running tight ends in the NFL, and it shouldn't be an accident because at one point he was a college quarterback. So at times when he runs routes downfield, I think he's doing it with quarterback eyes and almost in a sense is imagining himself catching a pass from himself.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defensively, here are the starters for New England. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
But when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Wesley Woodyard coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That one, 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And all the way down to the
So
9.
close.
A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. And even 40 yards. At 6'6" and nearly 270 pounds, when a ball goes in the air for Rob Gronkowski, seems like most people always bet on him.
And rightly so. I can't imagine how you can make a play on the ball that's going to affect him. He seems to just kind of shrug off defenders. And you talk about uncovered downfield. Yeah, he just puts a hand up, says, throw it. I'm going to go get it.
White's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Brady now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. You see Thompson's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. A shotgun snap for Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Redskins send out their punter. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Throwing now is Brady. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Now Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll run with Thompson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That was nice.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it's now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talking about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now Edelman. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Here's Brady to throw. Open man left side is Gronkowski. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Brady now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Caught by Amendola. Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Pretty move. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
20.
On second down, here's Brady. Escapes the defender. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He got 29 yards that time.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Amendola catching it left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now.
And this is caught by Allen for a New England touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Opposed to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run it here with Thompson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Smith. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots continue to roll.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And they're able to get the connection on a long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Now Thompson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now it's Smith. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Back now at FedEx Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Smith from the gun, he'll throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Gronk that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Dante Hightower in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So the Patriots coming out now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a carry for White. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Brady going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 2nd down, Michelle. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw on second down is Smith. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Brady going to throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
Alert! Alert! 3 down! 3 down! Right! Presto!
Brady to throw on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Hey! Go!
On play action, now Brady. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
What a
You seem
game.
a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
Yeah.
who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Well, that's the end of the game, folks, and thanks for watching. And this is the Racer Head. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any upcoming videos.
So for New England,
thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
From a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0, and now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins.